His name is Mars. Madman Mars.
Hey everyone, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode of Saturday Night Horror. This week we're watching one of my favorites, a movie that I feel like doesn't get the appreciation it deserves, criminally underrated in my opinion. Tonight we're watching a slasher movie from 1982. We're watching Madman. Now Madman, like I said, very underrated. I guess it could be considered a low budget movie. Didn't have a huge budget. It had a budget of $300,000. The cast was a lot of first-time actors, which, in my opinion, makes a movie like this more believable. I've never been a fan of casting big-name, like A-list actors into a horror movie, especially something like this that takes place in a camp in the woods. Having unknown actors, for some reason, just makes it more believable to me. Because, I mean, let's be honest, you're not going to see Van Damme camping in the woods, or all these A-list actors camping in the... Come on, man. So yeah, a lot of first-time actors, which means the acting wasn't great, but it wasn't real bad. Just made it more believable. So anyway, Madman is the story of Madman Mars. He used to be a farmer. Apparently he was a really hateful guy. One night he just snaps. He loses it. He kills his family. He murders his wife and his two kids with an axe, and then goes down to the local bar to drink. Now, the townsfolk, they find out what Madman Mars has done, so, they lynch him. They beat him up, they cut him up, and they hang him from a tree, and they just leave him hanging overnight. Now, the next morning, they come back to cut his body down, and the body is gone. There's nothing there. And that's the last anyone's ever seen of him. So there's a legend that if you say his name, if you say Madman Mars, louder than a whisper, he'll hunt you down, and he won't stop hunting you down until he kills you. So flash forward to present day, we're at this camp, summer camp, and we've got the kids and the counselors sitting around a campfire. We've got a house like a stone's throw away that turns out to be the old Mars house. And one of the counselors is telling a story about Madman Mars, and he says if you say his name above a whisper, he'll come for you. So of course one of the kids has to be a smart ass and start screaming, "Madman Mars, come get us!" He takes a rock, throws it into the Mars house, and that's that. Everyone breaks camp, they head back. So as they're heading back, the kid that threw the rock in the house and started screaming for Mars to come get him, he looks up and he sees this huge figure standing in the trees. Of course, we all know it's Madman Mars. And unfortunately, the counselors find out later on and throughout the movie that yes, the legend of Madman Mars is real. So needless to say, Madman Mars comes after the counselors and starts slaughtering them, killing them off one by one. So yeah, that's Madman. We'll talk more about it afterwards. So that's what we're watching tonight. As far as cooking goes, I don't really feel like cooking anything big. We're just going to make mac and cheese. It's real easy, real quick. So let's do that. Let's watch our movie, and I'll come back and tell you what I thought of it. So I'll head to the kitchen. Let's get this mac and cheese done. Alright everyone, this is all we need for the quick and easy macaroni and cheese. We got 2 boxes here, so we'll make some tonight and we'll have leftovers. And we got some Morton salt. We do need some butter. I didn't get it out, so yeah. Alright, first thing we're going to do is pour a little bit of salt into this water. Just a tiny bit of salt, as you can see. Oh man. And then we'll stir it up here. And once we stir that up, we'll just put a lid on it, and we'll just keep the lid on until this water starts boiling. Alright, so the water's boiling, and it's time to add our macaroni in there. So, let's just dump these 2 boxes in, like so. And we'll just stir them up right away so they don't stick to the bottom of the pot. And I'll stir this periodically, maybe about 10 minutes. It usually takes about 10 minutes for them to cook. As much as I want them to cook anyway. Alright, so they're pretty much done. It's been about 10 minutes. Noodles are cooked, nice and soft. They've expanded. So we're going to drain the water out. And let's go do that now. Alright, we've got just a little bit of butter in the pan. Not much at all. Oh boy. We drained the noodles, they're sitting in a strainer, and we're going to melt this butter and put the noodles back in. Okay, so this is the finished product. We put the noodles back in, added some milk, added the cheese. This is it. Alright, we've got our macaroni and cheese, we've got a tall glass of ice water. All that's left to do is turn this light out like so. And it's time for Madman. One of my favorites, man. I'm going to enjoy this night. We got some good food. Well, I mean, as good as it's going to get anyway. But yeah, it should be a fun night. I'll never get tired of Madman. So I'll see you guys when it's done. Alright, everyone. So, mac and cheese was alright. I think I'm losing my taste for Kraft macaroni and cheese, but whatever. Madman was awesome. It was fun. It's always fun to watch Madman. I never get tired of it. As I was talking about before, it takes place in a camp with kids. A lot of people call this a Friday the 13th clone. I think it deserves more credit than that. Like I said, the filmmakers, they saw how independent films and these low-budget slashers could make a profit and make money. So that was kind of their inspiration for doing this. They thought they could make money off of it. I liked it, man. And through the years, fans have enjoyed it more. It's kind of got a cult following. The critics panned it, but, critics pan all the horror movies, so it is what it is. But yeah, Madman, like I said, a fun movie. Madman Mars, to me, kind of looks like a Sasquatch. He's got the long hair, the hairy face, the overalls. Doesn't speak, he just kind of grunts and makes little weird noises. And the sound effects they have when he kills someone are hilarious, man. I can't even describe them. You just have to check it out for yourself. Madman Mars also has his own theme song, which is absolutely hilarious. I'm sure someone's got it on YouTube. I'm not going to put it up here. I'll get copyrighted for it, so we're not going to take that chance. I'm sure someone has it up there, but Madman Mars' theme song is hilarious. The kills in this movie, pretty straightforward. Pretty normal kills. They got one that really sticks out, or two that really stick out, excuse me. They have one where the chick is, kind of under the hood of her car working on the engine, and Mars just jumps down on the hood and it closes on her. Cuts her head right off. Got another one where he's trying to hang a guy from the tree, and the guy's hanging on to the noose and manages to pull himself up so he's not choking. So Mars grabs the dude's belt buckle, pulls him down so hard that the noose snaps the guy's neck. So I'm like, damn. But yeah, other than that, the kills are pretty much straightforward, kind of basic, like you see in every slasher movie. But something about Madman, just the I don't want to say the low budget feel, because it was a low budget movie, but it doesn't really look like it. It's just something about it just makes it awesome, man. It just makes it so much fun. Definitely worth your time to go see it. It's out on Blu-ray now. I think there's still a DVD out. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's pretty cheap. It's like $20. So it's definitely worth your time, man. Madman Mars is awesome. I really enjoyed it. There is an infamous hot tub scene in this movie. This guy and his girlfriend are in the hot tub, and they're playing this cheesy romantic music in the background. And you can tell it's so corny. It's like synchronized swimming when they're in the hot tub. It's hilarious. It is infamously bad, and a lot of people joke about it when they talk about this movie. But yeah, Madman is just, it's a good overall movie, man. I enjoyed it. It's really fun. If you're looking for something different, kind of a lower budget movie, something you really haven't seen before, check out Madman. Like I said, it's pretty cheap. I'm sure if you got a Fire Stick, you can look at it that way too, but definitely worth your time. I enjoyed it. You guys will too. So that's it. We're going to wrap this up. Next week we'll be watching Pandorum. It's a horror movie that takes place in deep space. There's something about deep space horror movies that I enjoy. I really like. None of the Leprechaun in space or anything like that. I mean, actual deep space movies I enjoy. So we're going to take a look at Pandorum next week. As far as cooking, I have no clue what we're going to cook. No, whatever happens, happens. So once again, guys, thank you for checking out this episode of Saturday Night Horror. This was Madman. Definitely recommended. Next week, Pandorum. I'll see you then. Thank you for watching. I appreciate the support. Take care.
Try